Welcome to the Riley Cash Show. She knows math better than any other dog in town. So she's going to help us with factors and multiples today. Let's review what factors and common factors are. A factor is a number that is multiplied by another number to find a product. For example, 3 times 2 equals 6. So 2 and 3 are both factors of 6. Now, a common factor is a number that is a factor of two or more numbers. So if I have the number 4, for instance, and it is a factor, I can have 4 as a factor of 16 because 4 times 4 equals 16, and it is a factor of 12 because 4 times 3 equals 16. 4 is actually a factor of a lot of numbers, but it is common to 16 and to 12. Let's take a look at a couple more examples. First, let's look at factors. When I think of factors, I need to think of fact families. We've talked about this before. Do not forget that factors are just the numbers we find in fact families. The better you know your fact families, the easier it will be to work with factors. Let's look first at the number 32. To find all the factors, first we know that 1 is always a factor of every number. We look for evenness. If it is even, check. It is divisible by 2, so we know 2 and 16 go in it. And then we start down with our math facts. We think, do I know any 3's? Skip count up, you won't find any. How about 4? I will find a 4 times 8. How about 5? If it ends in a 0 or a 5, it's divisible by 5, but that one does not. I can look at 6. It is not in fact families. 7, no, but 8 is. 9, no. 10, and as I go higher, there are no more factors for 32. So when I list my factors, I list them in order. I have the factor 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32, all as factors for 32. If I'm considering common factors then, I need to look at what they have that are the same. So if I looked at the number 16, I know that I have 1 and 16, 2 and 8, and 4 and 4. So when I list them, I have 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. I would circle the ones that are the same. 1 is the same. 2 is the same, 4 is the same, 8 is the same, and 16 is the same. In this case, 16 and 32 all share the factors of 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. So in your math journal, I want you to list the factors of 24 and 36. After you list the factors of 24 and 36, I want you to circle the common factors. That is the factors that are the same. Remember, only circle the common factors. That is the factors that are the same. And excuse that little typo there. Now we're quickly going to move on to multiples. I put my angel there because at home I hope you're singing even now. Multiples, multiply. Now to find multiples of any counting number, you skip count or multiply by the counting number. So let's find the multiples of 7. I would skip count or multiply starting with 1 as far as I wanted to go. We're going to find the multiples of 7, and we will only look at the first 10 multiples. That means I am going to start with 7 times 1, which is 7. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 3, 21. 7 times 4, 28. 7 times 5, 35. 7 times 6, 42. 7 times 7, 49. 7 times 8, 56. 7 times 9, 63. And 7 times 10, 70. You can continue on for infinity finding multiples, but usually you'll stop at 12 or 15 for the FCAs that we do. So let's find some common multiples then. First, I want to find the first 6 multiples of two numbers. I am going to pick the first 6 multiples of 3 and 4. So to do that, I am going to start first with times 1, which is 3, then times 2, which is 6, times 3, 9, times 4 is 12, times 5, 15, times 6, 18. I stopped because I only wanted to find the first 6. Now for 4, times 1 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 3 is 12, times 4 is 16, times 5 is 20, and times 6 is 24. If I'm looking for common multiples then, I need to remember that common means similar or usual. In this case, it means shared. So I want the shared multiples. Well, up to the first 6 multiples, the shared multiples are 12. And that's, well, I should say the only shared multiple is 12. If you kept going, we would eventually run into more. But right now, out of the first 6 multiples, we only share the number 12. So tonight, when you do your homework for multiples in your journal, I want you to find the first 12 multiples. Don't stop until you get to times 12. The first 12 multiples of 4 and 6. And then I want you to circle the common multiples. That's again the first 12 multiples of 4 and 6, and then circle the common multiples. It is very difficult to write, hold this microphone, and type and flip the pages and everything I have to do with 2 hands, so you'll notice I've made a few little typos. So here's our review. If you don't remember what factors or multiples are, go back and watch the vodcast again. Riley will remind you of everything you need to know. But the one thing you do need to be reminded of, your math journal should have all of the factors of 24 and 36 and circles around the common factors. You should also have computed the first 12 multiples of 4 and 6 and circled all of their common multiples. Hopefully this homework wasn't too painful for you. If you don't understand, watch it again. Hopefully I'll also have Riley barking for real on video for you next time. See you tomorrow.